Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of there. Bam, wham, thank you, ma'am. I did it backwards, but that don't matter because it's Sunday and we are happy to be here today. This angle is not cute. Down she goes. A little purple rain for the children. Hey, everybody, it's your boy, Matty Rants. Happy Sunday to you and welcome to the panel. We are going to get into it today, children, because that last episode of Drag Race was a giggle. It was the gag and it was certainly the goop. I was really running last minute, so I want to thank my co-hosts that are down there right now. Because, baby, when I tell you, I was doing a lot before we got here today, so we're gonna have a good time, and we have a special guest here too, Jaylee's Corner. Y'all, I need you to get into that channel, mama, because she is everything and then some. And we're also going to get some of these family members up in here today. Jamar is back. Blakeisha's back. Goodness gracious, this and that. Hit the knee. And Dooley underscore noted and I were out in Houston last night. The stories we could tell. Listen, let's get my social medias out the way so we can get into this day because it's going to be a long one, children. So I hope you got your libations and your snacks together. I hope you're ready. There's almost 200 of you up in here. God bless you. The ponytail's there, y'all. I had to do one of these little haircuts last night. You know, I had to go out. So here we go. It's at Matty Rants on all social media platforms except for Twitter, which is at the Matty Rants. Here on YouTube, you know what we do with the reviews. On Patreon, it's the reactions, and we added some new stuff so y'all can really catch what's going on. And then also we got podcast on stereo app for Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Mondays and Wednesdays is going to be Dooley and Blakeisha with food porn and online dating that goes to run it. And then on Fridays, it's me and Mimi Cherry with Fortunate Rants. We're also going to be covering Drag Race Holland on Tuesday, so get ready for that. Drag Race Holland premieres also on August the 6th. So that's Friday this week, everybody. Don't forget. And then I'm partnered with Airtime app for two great shows, and some more shows coming up. But it's Drag Race Everything on Tuesdays, and then Drag Race Trivia and Hot Topics with Dooley underscore noted. You can win some money. Yeah, that's all my stuff. Okay. Let's go ahead and start this off today. I'm going to bring the one that's closest to me via the map. If I Google mapped him right now, you know, we had went out and about last night and got a little tipsy, darling. I'm still sweating it out my pores, friend. Let me go ahead and bring on the good old doctor. It's Dooley underscore noted.
Hello.
Hi, friend.
Been so long.
I know, it was so yesterday. Oh God, no, we don't just sing. I'm sorry. Ooh, child, I was about to be like, you know what happened yesterday with that, I said, nah, I ain't gonna do all that. That person was budget, so we don't have to even go through their friend. Dooley, are you gonna stop by after this for a game of Munchkin, possibly before you go out for your Sunday fun day?
Maybe I might could.
Okay.
I gotta connect with all the girls and see what all the girls are doing.
Okay, have a little nerd moment before you head on over out into the neighborhood. I'm retired after last night.
You're retired. Get
My
out of
body's,
here.
I only do one night a weekend, child. After that, it's like, wow. Dooley, get your social medias for us, please.
Yes, you can find me on Twitter at underscore Dooley Noted underscore. That's DOOLEYNOTED, sandwiched in between two underscores. But on Instagram, it's the underscores in the middle. That's DOOLEY underscore NOTED. And then like, share, comment, subscribe my YouTube channel, Dooley Does Food, where I teach you how to make real things.
Oh, is this a a crook? Okay. Oh, excuse me. All right. Thank you,
I
Dooley.
really want to pair. I'm considering doing a parody video. I kind of want
Don't
to take
consider
some
it.
shot.
Do it. Okay, let's go ahead and get the next captain on the team up in here. I have to do Jaylee last so I can give her a special introduction. I was thinking about how I was going to do it for you, Jaylee, you know, because you're a guest here today. I'm going to start with somebody who's always on vacation, but today he's got time for us. Looking a little low-key trade. He's a top. Blakeisha.
Greetings and salubrious salutations.
Salute. Look at you. Words, dictionary. Oh, what's was that brown liquor or was that some cranberry? It's brown. It's brown.
And she got her Detroit hat on today.
It's my maker's mark.
It's gonna be a Sunday, everybody. If you have a glass of something, that was your moment to drink. There we go. This is not Andy's Playhouse. I don't use women for entertainment.
Not Andy's Playhouse.
Blakeisha, if you could for me, please give us your 2 social media pages.
2.5. But you can find me on Twitter at BARowley86 or on Instagram at RowleyB or barf_1. That's BARPH_1.
Hey, echo chamber.
Don't forget about your other one, Blake.
Oh,
we're not doing that.
Oh, okay. See, that's the other stuff. Listen, let's go ahead and get our next co-star up in here. Y'all can refer to him as the Mayhem Miller of the panel. Hold for applause. Yeah, bitch, you. No, let's go ahead and bring in my good bestie from Atlanta with his show, The Circle, out now on YouTube. Y'all should check it out. I host the reunion. It's going to be a gag. Jamar84.
Ooh.
This is new. This is new.
It's cute.
We like.
Oh, that's it. Thank you. Thank you. This is just temporary. I got to keep them in there so they can do what they do later.
And then lay down by the... No, because let me stop. Okay, welcome, Jamar. Thanks so much for being here, friend. We are fully aware of your moments of staring into the camera. Audience, stop it, because you get in that comment section and we're like, girl, we're aware. That's why he's here. No, just kidding. But listen, you speak when ready, right? When you got something. Anywho, Jabbar, baby, tell them what's going on with you, what your social media pages are, and where they can support you, my friend.
So you can find me on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all at Jamar84, JAMAR84, with the exception of TikTok, amen, at JMar840.
Amen.
It worked out. Better in my mind. But as Matty stated, we do have The Circle out now. We just put out episode 4 yesterday where the shade was thick. Girl, wigs were flying back. People were called all sorts of slurs. It was a mess.
Oh.
My God. Huh.
It's getting great. It's getting great. So make sure you guys check that out. Also, make sure you check out my partnership with Exquisite.com. The link will be in my Instagram bio. Pick up my lash kits. Get you something to make you look nice. Check out my my promo code for Nova20, NOVAH20 for 20% off your order.
Word.
Work. Hi, Dooley's friend. Listen.
Right, hi, Dooley's friend.
Exactly.
Yes, I can see you.
It's like welcome to Houston. Okay, listen. Listen, Dooley came to my city and said, "What's good? Let's gooey." No, I'm just kidding. Let's go ahead. Now on to the special guest, all the way over in that corner that I visit very often in due time. I also watch the ladies panel as I love it so much. Let's give a warm welcome to Jay Lee's Corner.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi, everybody. Can y'all hear me?
Absolutely.
Hello and happy Sunday to everyone.
Hello.
Sunday.
Yes. Happy Sunday. I love this.
Okay, you better get your shimmy on, Jay. Come on.
You know, I'm good for a good, a good shimmy around here.
Okay, welcome to the panel, baby. Cut the fuck up. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I'm try to be myself a lot.
I've seen where you can go. I know you got a knife in the solar system.
Yeah, it's the Detroit in me. It comes out.
Yes.
And
yes.
you already know all these people Detroit. So
y'all are from Detroit?
Yeah.
No. I'm from Detroit. Jamar's from Detroit. She's from Southfield.
Oh.
Well, then you're okay. Southern over there. It's different.
Okay, listen.
She's just mad because we had street lights and toilet paper in our school.
To you. She said, "Well,
rude."
I'm not gonna cuss because I was at Southfield Road and 10 Mile or Telegraph and 10 Mile. That's still Detroit. I don't care what y'all say.
Southfield disagrees, but work.
What happened? Oh, I'm having a storm today, so it's going out a little bit, but I'm here.
Okay, we will be fully aware that no worries there, baby. But let's go ahead, give your social medias where everyone can follow you. What is up with you? Give it up to the pack, honey.
So on YouTube, it's Jaylee's Corner. Also on Twitter, Jaylee's Corner. IG is J_Lee's_corner. I do videos every day. We also have the ladies first panel, which we switch every.
The storm.
And just as she said it.
Right.
It's coming back. It's coming back. No worries. We know it's coming back.
There were nights when the wind was so...
See, no, we knew. Hold on, Jay. We just keep it going, boo. We just keep it. You see how that works? I say,
I'm like, I'm here, but yeah, so we do every
pop.
Thursday. But yeah, and I watch everyone to. Hey, Dooley's friend.
Hey, Dooley. Everyone say, hey, Dooley friend.
When you pop up, I gotta say hi.
He's also from Detroit.
Oh my goodness! Listen,
and then
a tip for my Detroit peoples. Well, we appreciate you being a part of the production today. Okay, so we have some things to talk about, everybody, and this would include Drag Race. And Jaylee, you're familiar with the All-Star 6, okay?
Yes.
Because we go in, and
I'm here for it.
Don't hold back. But this episode in particular was a giggle, and I cannot wait to talk about it. And we also need to discuss the encore, because what is happening on that? I don't.
Dominoes. The girls call like dominoes.
It was a mess.
Geronimo.
I hated it all.
I got one word, key. One word. I'm getting sick of it, but we'll talk about it today. Oh, I'm tired of her. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't know what is your purpose. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna do a share screen, and we're gonna go ahead and get this up today with some Drag Race down the line. Everybody, look, it's the promo picture. All-Star
How many of these girls were competing?
Well, that's why the show seems it's going on for quite some time here. They literally started España, it ended, and now Holland starts this week, and this is still going. So this is very season 13 right now of Drag Race, but that's the name of the game. Give us money. Listen, Akira Davenport was eliminated from the competition via a almost unanimous vote, basically, except for Akira voting for Raja. Akira left her mark on the competition. I wanted to ask this question. Do you think that she left too soon? Let's start with Jaylee first.
Compared to the other girls, no. I do think that between Akira and Raja, the right person went home. Now, if it was between Akira and, let's say, who don't I like? No, it was fine. It was. See, it's not that I don't like Jen. I feel like Jen isn't herself. Jen is a representation of just spunk, and I think that's why she never wins the top, because she doesn't know what she is. So yeah, Jen could have went home. She could have went home too.
That's kind of the consensus, that was when they went around the neighborhood and asked people to shout off their birth dates and stuff. Dooley, how about you, friend? Was it too soon for a kid?
I think I brought this up last week. I'll be real confused, because it's like, does the runway count or not? Because she almost could have been safe this episode. But I mean, I also really enjoy Akira's runways. Generally, kind of speak, like they were pretty good and better than some of the other girls. But I guess with the cadence of the show, I guess it was time for her to go.
Ding dong, Jamar.
I mean, it was a curious time to go, but I'm still a little iffy on Kylie winning that challenge.
Yeah,
I agree.
Because never mind. That's not what we were here to talk about. But I mean, I'm with Dooley. Her runway was sick.
Gorgeous.
Her runway was sick. But she's been in the bottom almost every week prior to, so it's like.
I guess Akira and Jan were fighting to be bottoms on the show. Blake.
Yeah, no, I agree with what's been said. I do think Akira left a bit too soon for my taste. I do want to know what else was in her suitcase. Like, I know she had a lot more to give. I just think that the way it was produced and all of that, like, it was her time, and there was no way you could justify saving someone who was in the bottom 3 times compared to a girl who hadn't really had that type of report card.
I feel that. That's the thing. Kyria, we miss you, but Lord, had it been a better run in the beginning, we wouldn't be having this conversation. So that's kind of where the tea is on that. The next day comes through. I don't really care. RuPaul is there in this weird suit. I was like, what in the 1984 fuckery is this?
He looks
It was
like a
a
top
shirt
set. It's a
under
top
it. It
set.
was weird. It looked like number 2 pencils in a box, is what I thought it was.
Like a pack of Ticonderoga.
Yeah.
I got Anna's linens. I got Anna's linens that went out of business kind of teas. Like you buy your bed sheets from that. Like that was the $14.99 pack. Yeah, very her. I was like, come on, wallpaper, let's get Rue. So listen, and then the top with the frilly. Since I was like, what is happening here? But RuPaul introduces the challenge today. It has them. It's a singing challenge, which they didn't sing. They rapped. They all rapped, except for Jan, who threw a little note at the end of whatever she was doing there. And then it was Show Up Queen. So this was about activism as well as performing and sending a message or a message. This was clearly stated. It was not about them. It was supposed to inspire someone. Okay. I think they were very clear on what this challenge. I'm sorry to say it like this, y'all, but like there is someone we're going to get to in a minute here because it was very clear what the whole thing was about, especially when you were sitting in a group at one point in time where the discussion in reference to speaking about HIV awareness came up, and it was discussed how to talk to people about things, and still your lyrics were me. Okay, let me stop before I get on my thing here. Leland and friend, I don't remember the name, forgive me, were there with the vocals. There was no bad parts in this, honestly, except when Ginger jumped up for the microphone. I thought that was hilarious, but at the same time, I'm like, y'all played her. Like, you knew that man is 5'3". Don't do that. And this was cute, but I want to get into other stuff that's more conversational, which would be the choreography here, because Pandora had some trouble. Poor Pandora. Dresses in the 1950s and certainly has the rhythm of somebody in the 1950s. So, they were very helpful in this part of this process with Pandora. But Ginger had a lot to say here. And I need to ask y'all's opinion on this part because let's say you're doing choreography, you're trying to learn something, and all of a sudden the opposite group, knowing this is a group challenge, interrupts what's going on and now starts to give advice. How would you feel in this moment? Dooley, you first.
So first of all, I was very confused. I was like, Ginger, like, mind your business, girl. This don't have nothing to do with you. Like, shut up. So I think it would have been fine for the group to be like aggravated or feeling some type of way. But particularly like Pandora, it's like, I'm already feeling anxious about this. And you're piling on top of my anxiety. Like, you're clearly trying to like fuck with my energy and my aura. Like,
yeah.
It was a sneak diss, but like quite obvious.
Well, I mean, there it is on that. Jay Lee, what did you think in reference for this when we saw Ginger up here butt in with their opinion?
Good old plus size Ginger. As a plus size of myself, I feel like don't be trying to point a finger away from yourself to make someone else feel bad, because I felt like it was a shade to communicate on her choreography, but also to Pandora. You're saying that he can't choreograph right and then she can't dance. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, just mind your business. No one was talking to you.
Jamar,
over there.
Okay, real talk. Over in this this child. Jamar, I can't look at that outfit. That was the wallpaper, low key. What did you think of this?
If you're giving this kind of energy, Ginger, I just was going to be like, oh, they must have everything going on. Their group is just together. They have no issues. They have no communication problems. You must have everything together if you're giving this energy towards us. And then we're sitting up here dancing with her. You don't think we know that she can't dance? We don't need you to tell me that water is wet.
Well,
we know.
What did Trinity say? Well, we know she knows how to bop, and we know that she knows how to point. There we go. I was like, oh my goodness, poor baby. Blake, what'd you think of the minge?
Two things. One, let me fuck this duck. Like, let me do my job and let me get this together. And two, do you remember the Super Bowl, girl? Because we seen you dance. And we know that you don't have it either. You don't have the range. So sit your ass in that seat and keep it cute and keep it on mute.
That was where my confusion laid with this. It was like, you're not even a dancer and you're giving instructions. And I understand you've worked on Broadway, you've been in production, so I can feel where you feel there may be something to be said in this. But once again, this is a competition. Mind your goddamn business. Don't come over here with that, especially when I'm trying to make someone feel comfortable with dancing, who's clearly not okay with doing this right now. And we have to look good, because I know Trinity was like, I'm not about to lower this choreography down. We're trying to win. Like,
we'll get her together. We'll get her together.
Yeah. And I mean, they kind of did.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of did. But then after this happened, of course, Trinity, this moment of mind your business, and Raj was like, thanks for the critique. They got up there. We don't need anyone to lead us. We don't need anyone to help us out. We got this.
No, they don't.
It's a choreographed dance, boo. So
Ginger and Kylie are already the big personalities in this group, and Kylie is very, meek and kind of gonna go with the flow. You knew Eureka and then was gonna do this the whole time. I'm just like, oh girl, this is a disaster waiting to happen.
Okay, and Trinity and Jan were cackling over there, girl. They were like, oh, see, y'all was talking a whole bunch of shit. And then Pandora pointed out, well, Ginger likes to be the leader. So it was like, yeah, here we go. Eureka's like, I want to do this. Ginger, no, that's not going to work. Kylie, what if we did the whiz? I was like, what?
He's on down.
I was like, is that what the song sounds like? I had to think about it. Like, I don't understand. But anywho, this was basically not putting your money where your mouth is, and clearly y'all had some struggles. But this was lovely to see with teammates and with sisterhood on the show, of giving somebody some upliftment, because if I'm in a competition the next day we're having to dance on stage in front of these folks, I'm going to be shitting a brick. So I appreciate Trinity, Raja, and Jan being supportive. And it's a good look for Trinity, because that wasn't how season 6 portrayed her. So it's like, okay, everyone's getting new almost everyone in this picture is getting new edits. Almost everybody. Jan. Okay. Poor Jan. Okay, but let's get into the performances with Show Up Queen. Individually speaking, we're going to start with Jonathan.
Boo.
Send it home.
It was. I said this a couple weeks ago. Jan danced like the white girls from White Chicks when they was in the club doing the dance battles. That's exactly what she's giving. And I'm like, baby, this is not it. I'm sorry, boo. It's not it. Like, man.
Jan is the white girl who grew up in the hood, but she doesn't know how to be hood, but she wants to be hood. So she tries her best to rap, and it's like, no, you're offbeat a little bit. I didn't like the hair. It was like Jan Brady went to like a Detroit school and got fucked up.
I would say she was hood adjacent. Like she was near it, but she wasn't in it.
She could see it from her window.
Right. It was like, I want to be like those cool kids over there.
It's Julia Stiles in the first hour of Save the Last Dance.
Back.
She needed more training.
Cue Kerry Washington going, Listen, that's the one that lives in the hood but only goes the 2 blocks that they know, because the bodega's right there, the grocery store right there, and I don't have to go nowhere else. I was near my house. I don't want to pay too much. I'm not going to play with Jan like that. She did what would have been great for a challenge where they had to do their own uplifting, if that's what the lyrics required. But she literally was like, I'm peppy. Like, what? Like, what are we doing
Who
here?
cares?
I love myself. You should. You better. Like, what's going on?
She missed the assignment.
It was very Chanel.
She missed the assignment.
Mm-hmm. And that's the problem. The assignment was uplift people, not yourself. However, I mean, the outfit's okay. I like the outfit. I
hate it.
I hate almost everything she's put on this runway, with the exception of like one outfit.
The Austin Powers Vembot.
Yes.
The Austin Powers Vembot. She could just do this and shoot, out from her boobs. It's an awesome power Venmo.
That would have been entertaining. That would have been. Jamar, Jan, thoughts?
The hair was very large. That's the only thing I kept remembering from the performance, that hair is. But yeah, I feel like with Jan and her verse, like even if let's say that she did everything that RuPaul said at the beginning about it, if everybody else around you was talking about, coming up with depression, HIV status, like all of these, critical issues, how do you still write down the lyrics that she wrote down on paper?
That's what confused me the whole time. It's like everyone around you is writing this completely different, but you. Like even Pandora, we'll get to in a second, was still a little bit more on the assignment, but there was other issues with that. But
it's just like when they were recording it, something didn't click in your brain that says, "I need to pivot right now."
Somebody in the comments said Jan looked like an Ultra Beast.
Ultra Beast. Oh my God. No.
The Lego, the one with the little hat, and it sits like this. That's funny.
I can't. Not an Ultra Beast. I was looking for that. That was a funny one. Let's move on from Janathan here. I do feel, come on, Jan. Sorry, I had to say, come on, Jan. Pandora box. Not Jaylee. Why you laugh? Why you giggle?
Because I caught it.
Okay, look at why is Eureka sitting like? Hold on, I'm just.
I was just gonna ask that question.
I thought I missed that when I did the screenshot. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, Eureka!
Look at her. It's like in mid, like I'm about to be right down. Look, Ginger looked like she's getting up. I go, hold on, I can't. I can't. Okay, Pandora had some lyrics. They were interesting. I don't know what else to say besides that. I don't know. This almost is Joe Black's dress from the Bing Bang Bong challenge on UK, but with a little frill. So I don't know. Let's do Jaylee first here. Jaylee, what you think, baby?
She's always an old lady. I don't know why she tried to go young. It would have been funnier if she was an old woman rapping. This whole look just doesn't do it. It's not for her. It just put it back in the box. It's cute, but not on her. I don't. And the face was weird. I just feel like she's an old woman, and that's what Pandora does great. And trying to be something you're not makes you be weird. Had she done her own aesthetic and her own stuff, but still rap, it would have been better. It was off because it wasn't her.
Clinton, this is a good comment here. Hi, Clinton. You're going on the trip. We'll see you September. Okay. This was a perfect time to talk about suicide prevention since she talked about it in season 2. A missed opportunity from Pandora. No one was talking about it in their song either, so that really would have fit in the bill. Very good point. Jamar, what did you think of the box that rocks? Only at mattress.
I just it's clear as day who's in the bottom. That's what I said after the first. I feel like nobody else could do as bad as the first 2 that just went already. So, but didn't she have like la 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 ha 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 some shit in her lyrics, like a whole bunch of nothing?
At the end, yeah.
It was. Yeah. She said she told RuPaul, "I'm gonna do my talent," and I was like nearly losing. Like, what's happening here? Like putting a fork into the electric socket. Like, what's going on? It was interesting. Hey, Matty, I hope you see this and highlight it. Y'all are helping me a lot. I'm not myself due to loss of family members. Lots of love from Zimbabwe to you all. Love to you out in Zimbabwe, babe. And I hope you feel better, love. And I understand it's a tough time. Blake, I need your thoughts on this lady here.
So I'm gonna slightly disagree with Jaylee. I actually think Pandora looks really, really good. For her, maybe.
Now, oh, I'm about to say, I was like, wait, is it up? Are we done? Like, I think it's time for Tamisha to come on. Like, what's happening here? Like, is it 15 till? Wait,
I do think the face is a little weird, but like, I've never seen Janet or Pandora in anything like this, so I'm actually kind of surprised. I like it on her. I want her to continue to go in that direction. I do think her lyrics were stupid. She was offbeat, and again, as Jamar said, it was clear as water who was going to be in the bottom. Like I'm sorry, girl.
Dooley.
I thought they were giving us something different. I thought they were going to give us the look, Pandora persevere edit, and they was like, nope, not on today. Like it was the garment. I actually do like the garment. It does look, it's different, so it's kind of messing with my brain. But like, it's cute or whatever, you know.
Listen, I'm a show up queen. I'm not really for me in this dress because I'm like, where are you showing up to? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, this is a different approach for Pandy, so I was like, okay, I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? Like this is different, but she still seemed uncomfortable when doing the steps, and I also paid attention to her running around and stuff like that. Mama was halfway hitting it. You know what I mean? So it was tough for Pandora, but it was a nice try. It was a nice try. That's all I'm gonna say.
Effort.
Nice try. You try again next time, Pandy. Now on to where it gets like really good, because low key when Roger's like, wake up, I'm like, yeah, okay, bitch, I'm up. What's going on? What's happening here? What we think of Raja? Jay, give me something.
The boots. The boots. I feel like, how do you go to the crayon box, pick all the purple crayons, and then one brown? I'm like, what's the brown for? I thought it was, hopefully her purple boots broke or were lost in the mail and she just had no other choice. But I'm like, why? What was the point? What was the reason? However, the performance was great. I mean, amazingly entertaining, flawless, and also wasn't like overshadowing anyone else, but in her own box. So I loved it. I just hated the fucking boots.
Okay, oof, girl, it just made no. I was looking at it like, now why here? Like, it's purple. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
Coloring on the lines. Dooley, what'd you think of this?
Exactly the same thing that Shaylee said. I was like, yeah.
No.
Wait, what happened? Yeah, like I thought she did great in the challenge. I thought this was one of the standout performances. I love the outfit down to the ankle, and I want another reason as well. What? Why?
It was like suede. Like, what is that material? I'm like, it just does not sit. You know what I mean? But everything else is amazing. Blake, Jamar, do you co-sign with these statements?
Co-sign? Come out here.
I honestly until they pointed it out. I didn't even notice the boots until they pointed it out during the judging. I'm like, oh.
You didn't?
I did not even notice. I was looking like waist up. I didn't even notice that. I really didn't.
You had a blinder so it wouldn't hurt your eyes. You were just like,
the first thing I saw, I was like, ooh. I was like, what is on her feet? I was like, why did you choose those? Like, you didn't have a pair of like regular pumps you could have just put on or something. Like, you put those on? That's a choice.
A clear pump would have been better than this, honey. You know what I mean? It's something. But it's okay. It's okay, boo-boo. You was in the top, okay? Go ahead, Raja. Yeah. Hey, sis. Bitch. Trinity K. Monet in a Nicki Minaj wig. Wore it the fuck out. I gotta say it right now. Great lyrics, great energy. This felt powerful. Like, even in this pose moment with everybody except for Pandora hitting it right, it's like
poor Pandora.
Like,
girl, can't get right.
Everyone's in mid motion. Japan's still okay. Wait, we're going here.
Can't get right.
Oh no! Listen, but this was fire. I loved it so much. Jay Lee, tell me what you tell me.
And the winner is. I feel like Trinity K. Monet should win the series. To me, I feel like she has right now. Because she has 2 wins. Well, she has 2 wins now. I think she can go far, like the performance-wise, the costume-wise. Sometimes I want better makeup or whatever, but I think in this particular challenge, she was hands down the winner.
Absolutely, I agree. In the Super Bowl as well. Blake, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, no, I agree. I also really love that Trinity's leaned into her story. I mean, like, there are times when I get kind of sick of hearing people talk about the same thing over and over again, but I feel like right now it's relevant. It's important to hear. She's doing it in a really impactful way, and like it feels really good to see Trinity like evolve like this, because she didn't get the edit on her season that I think she wanted, and I think now she's like really aware of what she needs, how to play the game, and she's winning. I agree with Jaylee. Like at this point in the competition, I would give it to her.
It's just nice to see her getting this treatment, or I guess winning, because on season 6 there were moments where especially with Bianca Del Rio, I'm sorry, I will die on that I will die on that mountain with that one, y'all. Like Bianca and Trinity won that advertisement challenge. I don't care what nobody says.
Period.
I don't care what nobody says. And especially when their runway came out too, that was it was like, bitch, all that together. Oh, I'm still mad about that. But Dooley, thoughts on this?
Oh, Slay. Slay, like, yes.
Jamar,
I can say nothing more, just yes.
This your friend here. How was you feel? Okay. But you hang with her.
No, that's right. She set the example. She hit her mark. She raised the bar. Like, work.
And you know what? It's the confidence for me. I feel like at first Trinity K. Bonet wasn't fully confident, and I feel like throughout the season she has grown and she knows who she is, at least right here. So it's like you can look great, but if you don't have the confidence, it doesn't matter, and it all worked together.
Exactly.
Like season 6, we got like glimpses of her confidence. Like it was like, we know you can do this if you just push yourself to do it. And now it's like, oh, you're doing it, bitch. I see you.
Yeah, it was a tough road. It was a real tough road, because it was always about the criticism that they were receiving, and they weren't like taking it in. It was more so, oh, they're critiquing who I am as a person. Bianca got in that ass a little bit and then started to listen, and it was like, okay, Trinity's getting comfortable, but then the cards were dealt. It was a very, very good group of queens too. So like that can't be missed as well. You know what I mean? The Trinity was up there, and she had some of the most severe lip syncs on that season. Or this season, we'll get there. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue on here past Trinity. We got Eureka from the next group. So I'm sorry, I had to take the screenshot. I was like, they always say she's splitting, but I ain't never seen it connect. I mean, for real, it'd be always up in the air just a little bit. I'm
not hitting the bottom. You gotta hit the bottom for it to matter.
There needs to be a connection to the ground. That's all I'm saying.
Your pussy needs to pound the pavement.
Like you're just stretching at this point. You know what I mean? So like
not stretching.
Right. Jay Lee, what you think about this performance, baby?
It was mediocre, but great at the same time. I think if you compare Eureka to Trinity and Raja, it's like, it wasn't bad. It wasn't good. I didn't like the outfit personally. I didn't like the shoes. It didn't work for me. But it wasn't bad. But it just didn't work for me. Like it wasn't bottom, but it also wasn't. It was in the middle. It was a little middleness.
Oh, we got a cute little thing up here. Jan said in an interview, Trinity sewed that costume to match the others. She didn't pack anything pink or purple, but made it to match them. Wow.
And that's why she's the front runner.
My goodness. Woo. I love to see that. I love to see that. No, someone brought this up to me earlier today. Matt, did you see the whole Trinity and Nina thing that happened at the viewing party Nia's YouTube? I haven't seen it. I can't talk about it if I haven't seen it though. Maybe next time. Didn't know that was news. Let's see here. Another question. Can everyone on the panel let us know who their choice is to win, but also who they think is actually going to win? Always repping for US on YouTube. Okay. Jay Lee, you already said Trinity is your front runner here, right? That would be your choice. Okay. Jamar, what are your thoughts?
I feel like they could be setting up Raja to win. Because just for her overall arc, just like she's been high with that one little low placement, but she's been either high or a good save every week. So I'm like, go ahead and take it, girl.
I hate when Dooley.
That wasn't me.
That
That wasn't even me.
That was the echo chamber. I thought it went to your room. Okay. Blake, what do you think?
So I would want Trinity to win. I think that's who I'm wanting. I do think that they're setting Raja up for a win, and I feel like they're setting Ginger up for a win. because Ginger Loki should have won her season. She came back and got played on her first All-Star season, and I think they're going to try to make it. It feels like they're trying to give her the win and make her the first big girl win.
Duly.
I completely agree with Blake. I would like Raja to win. I feel like she's being like set up. She has the track record of a winner for the season. But they've been trying to get a big girl winner for the last couple of years, and I feel like we might see that here. I don't know yet.
So, okay. I want Raja to win because of storyline purposes, of the full Phoenix from the Ashes moment of being the villain on season 11 or villainized on season 11. As somebody who was always frustrated with everything, this, that, and the other, it couldn't get through whatever was going on to someone who's fully realized to take the crown. That'd be cool. Kylie is also a contender, but I want to see a little bit more oomph from her. Runways are amazing, but as far as the challenges go, I'm like, okay, I need something extra. You know what I mean? And I don't know what it is, but something. Ginger's entertaining in confessionals, but I have yet to be like, oh my god, she's about to like kill it. Except for that lip sync with Mayhem, because that was every fucking thing to me. I live for that Lizzo lip sync. Yeah, and I think that's just where I'm at. I don't see Eureka taking it. No shade. I like Eureka this season. We're Here has definitely changed Eureka's attitude. She's not a showboat like she was in the past couple of seasons. She's a little bit more chill. And has Blake. She is actually she was very on key this episode when she was talking about certain things. Like she was talking some real shit this episode. I forget who she was talking about. Jan. She was like, "Did you hear Jan's lyrics? That has nothing to do with the challenge." Once again, Jan always missing the assignment. This is what we was talking. I was like, bitch. And she always clocked stuff. I see Eureka just chill a little more, but she's still that girl. It's a high kick, a turnabout. You already know, a halfway split, a protractor. All that kind of stuff.
Was I the only one nervous for Eureka when she went into this pose? I was like, girl, the last time you did.
It's just also just like
you don't hurt their knees.
I appreciate that you're a big girl who can split, but it like when you come up out of it, it's not graceful and it doesn't look good. So like,
because she takes the knee when she comes up.
Right, she takes
takes a knee.
You notice that every time, right? Like, and it's no shade, but the cameraman needs to either cut that part out or what, because it's literally like, all right, it's like, okay, like, and I feel you. I'm like, yeah, but you ready to keep going, so go on, baby. But I thought Eureka did decent. I was entertained by the performance. Normally, I'm not here for the same moves, but it could have.
I'll give her a toot for attitude, like you were saying, like. This episode and the last episode, she's kind of shown some growth in that avenue, like especially with the commentary on Jan. But like in terms of like performance and presence in the competition, it's more of a boot for me right now.
Still safe every week. Okay.
Well, she's not as annoying this time. I'll give you that.
That part. Now, Ginger Minge. This was very where the hell my phone. Okay, but I hate the outfit because this jacket does need to be opened severely. Like when that was mentioned, I was like, absolutely, the wig is atrocious.
The shoes are hideous.
We've seen them boots, but not to knock on Ginger, it was still a good song, and I was entertained. But I just hated the outfit. That's all.
I agree.
Agreed.
Okay, I'm glad we can just. Just sit on that. A boot for everything visually, but great job with the assignment. I
the
like
friends, the leather jacket,
it's a lot.
Like rocker boots. I was just like, it just didn't go well.
I like Trinity, but I don't think she's going to win, or the show does her dirty. I've seen interviews recently with TKB, and she kind of disses RuPaul in the show. That's a crazy thing to do if you're a front runner. Well, I mean, Shay had opinions when she was doing stuff. She's what? Let's see here. Poor Lawrence Chaney. People keep forgetting she's the first big girl to win Drag Race. LOL.
Well, yeah, true story.
I mean, it's an international franchise. I was more so specifically talking about U.S. drag.
Same.
I think they all kind of like Alaska drags RuPaul. Like she does the whole podcast with Willem.
That had me screaming.
That's going to be number one for Drag Race. You know what I mean? So
I love Willem's story arc of being chaotic, and now she's a chaos agent for the people, telling all the truth, giving us all the tea that we need to have. It's amazing.
And it's still current in what's happening now, especially with their resume. So it's like, all right. And you see Shangela on commercials with Spike Lee. I said, what?
Books and Bless.
Right that way.
Like that's big. So it's like, okay. Like I want to meet Spike Lee. I gotta ask him about Chirac. I have so many questions because RuPaul was in Crooklyn, so that was also kind of a moment seeing Shangela in there. It's like connections. Kylie Sonique Love. It's Britney, bitch. Okay, that's all I have for this, but I thought it was cool.
This wig.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like you got mad to cut your bangs wrong, and the color went wrong, and then you had to go to work still, and you couldn't change it. Fuck it, I'm here. So I was like, it's just it's a bad wig.
A fucking I'm here wig. I'm here. It's I'm late, so they just can't see me on my regular. So we just gonna put this on. I'm gonna put my headset on. I ain't gonna know too much. It's gonna be no tea. Thank you for calling T-Mobile. My name is Kylie. How can I help you? Okay. Oh, Matt's talking about his old jobs. Okay, no, it's cool. You know, it was a nice outfit. I enjoyed it. Yeah. Let's move on. So past the performances, I thought it was a cool little showcase, even though it did give me stadium bleachers in a gymnasium sort of feel. I was here for it. The song I thought was cool. Let's move to the runway. RuPaul in Zaldi. Bitch, this is okay. So you gonna come out in some choppa chops, and now all of a sudden it's like, bam, here's the dress. Like, girl, this was beautiful. I thought this was everything.
I loved it.
Gorgeous.
I like the color. I like the styling.
I like the flow of it. When she walked and it was bellowing out, I was like, oh my God.
It really was 10s across the board for this look.
It's been so long, Mother Rue. Have you been just digging? Like, get back up. Like, come on now. We need some dress.
He's already on board for the designs.
Yes, them and their one titty. Please. Like, okay. I was here for it. I said, come on, nipple, just golden-esque. I was like,
he's gorgeous.
Gives good air. It's like I know you smell good. I know you do. When you walk past, it's like, is that mint and eucalyptus?
Come on, Bath and Body Works.
Mint eucalyptus.
I gotta say, we were robbed of seeing a few people who were eliminated looks like Scarlet Envy for this particular runway, because they were basically the birds of paradise and had like a Tropicana bird feel, like a parrot. It was gorgeous. Jiggly was actually Jennifer Lopez's dress. We saw close Jennifers, if you want to call them that, or Jersey Shore Morley. But let's get into the runway here, child. First up is Jan as a drunk mom.
Girl, send this back to the Ross that you got it from.
She looked like somebody drunk auntie on the cruise. She didn't have one to be the Mai Tais girl, and they told her she had to go back to the room, and so she's stumbling down the cruise line and trying to get back.
And she bought all the clothes in the gift shop, and this is like the result of that because she thought everything was cute.
It's an ugly pattern. It's a really ugly pattern. You can't have an ugly pattern that's a full everything because it takes away from the look that it's supposed to be because the pattern's fucked up. So I was like, stop being drunk, shop right, and don't have an ugly pattern. It was
and the pattern's on the bag, it's on a bra, it's on the panty, it's on everything. And then this big ass hair, like, girl, what is going on?
Yeah.
Listen, I shop at Target, y'all. Look, I like a little cheap shirt every now and then, but this is giving me Rainforest Cafe, and like
they used to have amazing waffle sticks.
I'm expecting a bird to move like at me or a gorilla to come out of nowhere and just make its chest while I'm eating my food. I don't know what's about to happen here, but I ordered fries and not chips, Jan. So thank you, for all of this. But
it looked like Jan was trying to evolve into Alexis Michelle and somebody stopped the evolution right before her.
The ascension did not happen.
Evil light. Hell idol cannot evolve. I can't. Let's continue here. Now, Pandora gave Nurse Ratchet, as she described it, going on vacation. Do we believe her story?
Nurse who?
Nurse Ratchet.
I love Lucci. I mean, I love Lucy. Is
I
what
love
the
Lucy,
first version that came in my head.
Yeah.
But I watched Nurse Ratchet, so I get it. But I was like, no, that's Lucy Ball. Like that's I love Lucy. Going to see Ricky near the beach, little suitcase, and then overdressed. But it was a great look though. She looks great, but it was more I love Lucy than Ratchet.
Oh wow, not the episode. Bye.
That was our friend Jeff with a G, Dooley. I agree with you, Jaylee. This is Lucille Ball to me personally. Here's what I'm gonna say about this. It's tailored well. This could have been you know how this would have been kind of boring if she didn't have the suitcase. It would have been just dressed and whatever. So I felt there was a theme with the presentation. I gave it a higher score. So it passed for me. Was I wowed? No. But it was a nice look.
It's a mid-2.
It's
a mid-2.
It's a 2.
Not a 2.
I like it.
It's a
2. No 2.
Jamar, are you on the same boat with this? Is it cute or is it? It's cute.
Yeah.
Jamar.
Yeah. It's a yeah. It's fine.
I got nothing.
Listen, Raj is going to the beach to find her a good trade today. What do we think about the bathing suits and the golden locks moment here?
She's giving me very Luther Campbell 1993 music video. And I love it. Like she looked hurrah, hoochie mama, Judy Brown, all of that. Like this is what she's getting, and I love it.
I know that she's at the beach with like barbecue ribs and like a whole platter of stuff. I want to be where she's at.
I loved.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Jamar.
I think the only thing about this look that was distracting, I feel like she put way too much highlighter on her face. It was really reflective and shiny on the runway. I was like, so other than that, everything else was fine. Her padding and body, her lower body looks amazing.
I think she looks amazing, but at the same time, I felt like it was so simple. Was it too simple? Her legs look amazing, like long legs are great. So I loved it. It looks great. There's nothing wrong with it, but I also felt like was it too simple for the runway? Like it's just 2 pieces, whereas everyone else had more. So while it looks great, was it too simple?
Here's the thing, and this is where I get to agree, but I also in my review I was like, I love this, which I do because it's a cute look, and I normally hate the stockings or whatever with the bathing suit moment because it disconnects from the natural skin, and it's like, what is this? I liked it, but yes, it is very simple for her. Normally, it would be a little bit more extravagant. So this one just is a pass. You know what I mean? It's not like a fail. It's like, oh, okay. But it's nice. It's like, oh, okay, bitch, you're cute. But, oh, okay, you're cute. You know what I mean? But I liked it. Listen, here's Soulful Dog. It was simple yet effective.
Period.
And that's where it was at. Raja recycled her bikini bottom from season 11.
I mean, it worked.
Well, here it is.
She paid for it. It's hers.
She's like, my second redemption on the runway. Listen, but it wasn't in the bottom. I thank you. Okay, so we're going to continue on. Thank you, Raja, to, oh my God, it's Trinity K. Bonet. Carnival.
My God.
This was good. She was trying to give us a little samba.
Baby.
It was cute.
When she came around that corner, I gasped.
It was breathtaking.
I can hear Tiffany Pollard. Look at the material.
It was the material. It was the coming out shaking and doing the whole thing with it, because you can walk out looking great, but it was the movement that it's like, oh, Carnival. So it was oh yeah.
Presentation. That's a pageant queen for you. Presentation. Give us the full moment. Extravagant. Take me there. That's ballroom stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like,
take me there. I want to go there. Let's go there.
Jamar, you're holding the world up with all of the weight. Say something, Fred. Say.
He's saying it all.
I just like my girl's eating these girls up on this runway trial. Just letting them have it, girl. I can't. I'm just. Ooh, yes, girl. Give her things.
If only. If
Tricks
only
me
that
like,
mattered.
Consider the source.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I said,
Who cares about Trisha or that other girl?
listen.
Right.
Neither one of them are look queens, so
No.
Again, presentation is key. And if you can take me to the fantasy, you have won the category. That's why Pandora got a pass, because I knew where she was going. So there you go. It was simple but effective. But this is everything. Her makeup was right, all was right. God is good.
This was Trinity's episode.
Ooh.
Jamar,
I gotta go.
Jamar, come back.
Not Jamar leaving the frame.
He's on vacation. See, this is simple, also gone wrong. It's like you can be a beach ball if you want to be a beach ball, but why be a beach ball?
So, okay. I don't get beach ball. She was like a game of Twister.
Right hand red.
That's what she looked like.
I see beach ball, but like again, why? And then with his hair, with the earring she had on, like it just like none of it made sense to me.
I didn't like.
I got the ball. I got the ball reference.
Only because she was carrying the ball. If she was not carrying the ball, would you have known? You were like, what the fuck is she doing?
Now, Jay, I'm trying to say this right. I would have got a ball. Do you feel me? Okay, I didn't need any pumps of air in a plastic object to understand that this child was clearly a round object that is bounced around on a beach and pools sometimes. And I certainly felt it with that wig that was that go-go Colgate moment that was happening upstairs, baby. I thought we were about to get our teeth cleaned. But it's decent. For me, I'm okay with it. I wish, like Ross said, why are there pageant earrings on this simple outfit that looks weird? You should have put something that was more campy. That would have made more sense. She could have camped this up. It's not the worst.
I find that for Eureka, for someone who talks so much about proportionizing in her season, her proportions feel off this season. Like it's like, why? Like you look interesting, but you don't look as great as I think you could look.
And also, I don't think this was the category either. Like, you are going to be a ball on a beach for something to do with the tropics?
It was a fail for me.
I like this. It needed a caftan.
Yes.
It did. It needed drama. It needed drama. Okay, I agree with that. But then I would have.
The winning comment for me was that it's giving Premier Ball.
You bought 10 Pokeballs and you got a Premier Ball 3?
I can't. I can't. It's Tina Burner at the beach. Solid boot. I can't.
Oh, God.
No?
My goodness. That's like the worst thing you could say. Or rose painted by Tina Burner at the beach. That would be the worst thing you could say.
Too soon.
Not too soon. Poor thing. Is her face still okay? All right, let's get back. Next up is Ginger Minge's Jan.
Right. Hello.
Ginger Minge at
It's
Jan.
Pocket Jan.
Hello.
What do we care?
That's too much fabric. That's the opposite of not enough. You can't when you wear too much fabric, it makes you look bigger for one, and you look like you're swallowed in the fabric, and that's like I like the print, but it's too much of it. It's too much.
Yep.
It's too flowy, but it also covers you up too much. So
I don't like
agree.
the wig.
It's very Edna
and the hair
Turnbull.
is stiff. The hair looks stiff.
It is. She sprayed it for filth. You can tell. It's not
cardboard.
moving nowhere.
Where?
Oh, I'm telling you, it's like nothing's going anywhere. I think Ginger, Listen, like I said in my review, had Ginger gone first, this would have made Jan's outfit look a little bit different, and we would have all graded it different as well. Been like, oh, look, Ginger grew up. That's what I would have said when Jan came out there, right? But like in this case, I feel like this is like, you know, those pocket fighting monsters, and then we got Ginger in the place of this. I don't like.
She looked like a pack of Orbit gum.
Oh.
The fruit mint pack.
I also don't like her makeup. I think her face looks beaten. And I don't know if she wanted a reddish face because it's a tan or sunburn.
Or are you talking about this chin normally giving us, you know, a different color? Because that happens often.
It's the beaten cheeks, but then the darker neck part, and then the whiteness here, it just doesn't correlate.
She does look like she got in a fight. She looks like she got in a fight.
I mean, but she ain't got a beard on her forehead, so there's that. It's that woolly thing, you know. You used to take a pen and move it down to get the facial hair. It just transferred here down here. So I mean, there you go. Listen, I like Ginger, but I just was like, girl, this was okay. You walked around in your mom's clothes. Next, next up is Sasha Colby. Oh, excuse me, Kylie Sonique Love.
She looked just like Sasha Colby.
This is Sasha Colby down. Jay Lee, if you don't know who that is, do yourself a
I
favor.
don't, but I'll Google it.
Yeah. Sasha is, if Sasha ever competed, game over.
She looks like a showgirl from Vegas.
She does.
Less tropical, less beachy. It's great. It's great. It looks great, but it looks like a showgirl in a fancy show who gets paid every week, and she has the money to support her habits. But it wasn't tropical for me, but it still looked good. The color was great.
I loved it. And for Michelle to like the green wig is like, that's a lot to do for
that's high praise.
That's a lot. Yeah, because this is a lot of green, but it was really well done to me. I don't know why the feather worked so well on the front, but it really did. It added some drama. And I just was here for the glittery legs. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
It reads tropical to me. Like, I think I get what Jaylee is saying. She does give me very, very Vegas showgirl, but something about that is like, I see also very like Vegas show in St. Martin. You know, like I get it. I like it a lot.
It's giving me bathing suit runway collection tees, and she was one of like the middle girls when they changed up and they started adding random feathers to their bathing suits, and it was like, oh, you won't be buying this with the feathers, but you'll be buying what's underneath it. But I thought this was lovely. Go on, Kylie. Legs. All right, let's get into the bullshit. So listen, we already know what's up. We know what's up. Let's boo. Okay. Trinity won, duh. Like, if that didn't happen, I don't know what was going to go down with this show. But that left Jan and Pandora in the bottom, okay? We talked about Zalby. Hey, Golden. Not Golden Brooks. Okay.
Oh.
Jabari. No, let me stop. In the background, there was arguments that were presented. Honestly, Pandora had a little bit of a breakdown because it was like, oh, is this all over again? And, you know, I didn't love myself. And that was a moment I got emotional watching that. And then Jan's going through it because, you know, like, come on now, I shouldn't be here. This doesn't make any sense. We all know the top 4 is not going to have Pandora because she can't dance. And it's like, I mean, low key, like we witnessed in this episode, this is going to be something. So would you keep the girl with the most bottom, the track record for the bottom, or someone who's been safe and hasn't actually done well in the competition, but they haven't done bad either? Jay Lee.
Jan has had her time to be in the top, and she hasn't done that. I feel like Pandora's been gone for a while since she was in the earlier seasons. Jan's more recent, so I feel like if anyone should know this game, it should be Jan because you're fresh in it. So the fact that you've been in the bottom more than Pandora means you should go home because you can't even be the top of the top, and you're new of the new. Not calling Pandora old, but I'm just saying, like, you know, she's from an older school or whatever. So that part, I was like, Jan should go home. She's been in the bottom more than anyone there. So why should you stay? You can keep coming back, but you also keep falling.
Ooh, well,
I mean,
sorry.
Like Darius cooks cakes. Okay, listen. Y'all agree with Jay Lee in reference for this? The bottom too many times.
I would have said Jan home just because I was annoyed by her by this point.
Facts.
Same.
Any
Jan.
opportunity I would have had to send Jan home, I
Pandora
would have
being
sent Jan home.
around, I wouldn't, it would be more pleasant to have Pandora around. She has a sweeter energy, whereas Jan is just, girl. And you know what? Somebody made a video about like just the overall edit of Jan. It's like after she won that one episode, it's kind of like her whole beloved Rob Queen storyline kind of came to an end. It's like, okay, so what else do you do with her at this point?
Mm-hmm.
What other storyline is there left to say? Like, I mean, you're not winning because, girl. So, like, why? What is there left for you to do?
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well,
And should the winner have to be a dancer? I feel like each person's drag is different. So a dancer doesn't have to win. So you can't say that Pandora should not win because she can't dance, but that's not her aesthetic.
Bianca
So why
won.
she be right?
Yeah, there's a lot of girls that can't dance who won. So true. And that, you know what, Jay Lee, I wish I reminded myself of that in my review. What'd you say, Jabbar?
I would say Sasha Velour.
Yeah, she cannot dance.
Sharon Needles.
Sasha Velour won by standing still, taking off a wig, and pointing her hands in places. Low key. While Shay danced around her in a kitty wig. I said, okay, girl, listen. Alexis Mateo was the lip sync assassin. I said, uh-oh. Once that took place, she was on All Stars 5, All Stars 1, and season 3. There you go. I kind of had a feeling where this was going to go once I saw Alexis out there, but I also was like, okay, let's see how this operates. The song is Play Again by Jennifer Lopez. Not my favorite. It's not a bad song, but I'm like, man, you could have done Get Right.
There's so many other ones.
So many great songs.
You could have played so many. I was a little upset by that, but I was like, okay, cool. You could still use them later. That's fine. It was going good at first. The dancing, they were doing it. I was like, okay, they rocking it. They rocking it. This is going live, y'all. Like, I wanna dance and love, and I was like, okay. It was all good until.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, I'm so glad that hit me. Girl.
I have a hypothesis. I think Trinity tried to throw the lip sync.
Agreed.
I think she tried to throw the lip sync because she knew that she was sending Jan home, but she didn't want the responsibility of being the one that had to like say the word. Because you can't tell me this consummate professional and pageant girl don't know how to secure her wig. Like, that just feels very off to me.
You also can't tell me that the girl who won 3 lip syncs on her season, like who sent girls home, gets sent home like this by Alexis. Like, I just don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I think it's a setup. And then, like, when we get to the resolution, her body language was like, damn, I still got to do this. Like,
what about it, Jamar?
I said, once it was Jennifer Lopez and Alexis Mateo, I said, they're not going to let her go home. They're not going to give her this lip sync.
Alti, that's what I said. I was like, Jennifer Lopez, it's Alexis. but I was like, let's see this battle because I don't know what's about to happen. But once that wig came off, I was speculating, but I don't fully believe it. At the same time, it would be interesting if that was like a conversation that was held in terms of let's do this for shock and awe or whatever. Or I don't want to deal with the fandom, so I'm not going to be stupid here and I'm going to play this right. But, it could be many different. We don't know, but I also think possibly Mama dipped a little too deep. That 2 of them pins said, fuck you. And it was like, oh no. And like, haha, the wig is off. You don't get no money. And it was like, all right, girl, now you're going to pull this nice little blonde hair together and you're going to dance with somebody. All right. And it was cute with the dancing. But at the same time, I was like, girl, it's Alexis. Girl, she literally danced in front of you half the show. So,
girl, to hell with the fans. I want $10,000.
Right.
I want $10,000.
I don't think she threw it because she wanted a used car. Because she wanted a used car.
She got it.
She got her car.
$5,000 from winning. She went and bought a Buick. I think that was a Traverse that she got.
I don't care. But I feel like if her wig had not fallen off, do y'all think she should have won? like the performance of it all. The wig coming off, okay, good. You're not gonna win. But I felt like even with the wig coming off, she still performed her ass off. I thought she could have still won minus the wig because the wig came off. It could have also been a stunt because okay, wigs off, short hair, let me move. I thought she could have still won, but again, the wig coming off was the big thing.
I think it's possible that if the wig stayed on, that could have been a win or a double win. They would have done some sort of. They would have done the double win. Alexis would have done both the things. Well, Trinity, go ahead and tell us what it is, and you'll be the deciding vote.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been actually also just as interesting if that happened. That would have been messy. But okay, interesting. But hey, Trinity, you were still cutting up for what it's worth without the wig, mama. But Alexis won, and Alexis was given a decision to send either Nurse Ratchet or a housewife of probably Jersey.
Asbury Park, yeah, she's Jersey.
Yeah, very that. So Pandora's name was said first. I was like, oh shit. Like, I don't know about all of you, but I was like, oh shit. They're sitting Pandora. We got one more week of this. I gave it one more week. But then, with oh no, Pandora's going home. Jan's like, oh, I survived. I'm okay. Nothing. Wait.
But wait. I'm not done.
RuPaul. I hope that wasn't acting RuPaul, because if that had been a fresh moment, that shit would have been hilarious. Because it was like, say what? Like, wait, what's happening now? RuPaul said, I'm sorry. This face was priceless to me. Like, what are we doing? It's also Jan. Baby Jan's face. Jan's face. Whoa!
Yeah, she was She was like, fuck.
It's not this. It was very that right there.
It's like when Jan heard them words, she knew. She like, oh shit, I'm going home. They got me. Because TKB really remember, she was going to send TKB home episode 1. So
it's finally over for me.
Okay. Yeah. Play the music. So you had a bad day. It's like the American Idol exit. Girl, I love how Alexis is like, you gave me 2 lipsticks, Mama Ru. It was like, what are we doing here? So then RuPaul states, as per the rules, when a situation like this happens, then that means that the winner of this month's challenge has to choose, which Trinity is like, fuck. Now I'm going to have to be the one to give this news and not Alexis. So Trinity gets up there and gives a nice speech, as they all do, in reference to the queen they're sending home. And bitch, Jan was eliminated on a dramatic episode.
Finally.
On a dramatic episode.
You didn't went home. I can breathe and enjoy the episode.
You only knew the way we feel about you.
I just can't describe it.
Finally, we got to see. Y'all are
mean. That's right.
Y'all are mean.
Trash.
She said, well, I'm no longer 8th. I'm now 7th of the conversation. I said, well, it's a step up. It's a ladder. Listen. Jan was sent home, but Trinity K. Bonet's speech to Jan, I was very happy to hear. And it was a moment because Jan was broken in that moment. Let's be clear. It's like, God fucking shit. Like, the life is over button. Trinity's like, before you go, remind yourself you're actually a really decent person. And we love you and you're talented. So it was really sweet to see. But Jan leaving was like, they were threatened by me. They were threatened by my existence.
Like, no, ma'am.
Girl, I was giggling.
No, ma'am.
You didn't bother too much.
I
cackled too, man. I was like, ma'am.
How would you have won?
This is a Wendy's. What are you talking about?
Because here's the thing. She would have to have won every challenge from then on, because there's going to be moments coming up where everyone will be in the bottom after that. You are not Roxy Andrews. Let me make it clear. Okay? Like, you are not her. So Alaska's not there. Your besties are not there to save you. I'm sorry, but yeah, if Rose was there, honey, you would have had more of a chance. You should have waited till your sister jumped in with you. You'd had a little teammate, okay? The Chins would have got together. But yeah, Jan is sent home. or until whatever this twist is going to happen, because child, we're into episode 7 and we have still not had a breaking point in that. So we'll see what goes down. But that was the episode, everybody. That was All Star 6, a live full review with all of us here for the
Bye,
panel.
Jen.
I feel like we need like an American Top Model, like dun, 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 and like they fade away in the background.
Oh Lord, let me get this shared screen off here so you can see our lovely faces. We thank you for being here with us through that. We had 900 plus people in the room at the time. We appreciate you for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to everybody's channels and check out their social media pages here. You're watching the panel on YouTube. Encore.
Geronimo, the girl falling like dominoes. Might beat the world we can see.
I make these bitches
happening?
double dutch.
What is so y'all? We're talking about the Encore. BET presents the Encore. That name.
Long title.
Carlos King. God bless you, you messy queen. We appreciate you. Okay, nice chest. Listen. This show was about some singles that were singles back in the day that sang a little something in groups that were entertained by a few others, some of us that are still here today, as well as many other people that possibly you don't even know exist or care about, right? And they're supposed to form a super group, okay? They're supposed to, this is with how many people to start with? It was 9 singers in a group. They wanted to have a K-pop band. Do you understand me? I was like, okay. Good. Now we're down to how many? 5 people?
5.
Technically, it's 4.
4 and a possible.
4
It's 4 and P.
4 and Keely.
4 and Keely. 4 in the face. That part, Jay Lee. 4 in the face. Like, because that's all she be doing is making faces and drinking wine. Listen. This episode was a lot to take in. First of all, Misha and this hair. No.
Oh.
No. Like, it was so dry as I see her rushing at these twins. And I'm like, you need to take a step back from them cigarettes, 1. And 2, you need to, y'all were just jumping in them because y'all were already mad in the first place. And then Irish just popped in because it was like, that's my sister. What's gooey? Cherish is over there acting dumb to the situation, which is what is killing me. I cannot stand Fallon and Felicia. They act like they don't know what they're doing.
It is very like, how do you not recognize that you are the central problem? Like, 4 girls have left because of you.
And when Nivea leaves, that should be a sign. And they're like, I'm not taking any responsibility for that. How are you not? Like, Nivea never speaks up. And when she finally did, wow, I wish you spoke up for us for other situations. Now you shamed her for not sticking up with you, for you when you had an argument over nothing with Cosign that we'll get to in a second here. Jay Lee, I need opinions.
I'm gonna be nice. No, I'm not. I feel like thing 1 and thing 2 are full of shit. I think they are 2 Decepticons who just came upon here to ruin shit. Yes, honey, the Decepticons, Megatron, and whoever else. It's like they are talented, yes, but y'all are fucked up individuals. And your message of I want to help and be, be the producer, but you don't know how to talk to folks. You can't talk to me with shade and rudeness and just disrespect and think I'm going to respect you. You have been trying since day 1 to create 2 separate groups because you feel like you want another cherish. No one knows y'all. Do it. That was it. We don't know shit else about y'all sisters. So I don't see the point of them being the writers, the producers, and the ones that pick and choose how things happen. I do not like them hoes. They are thing 1, thing 2. Fuck both of them. And Keely Kylie, who's goddamn, is Frick, Frack, and Freckle. They are just a trio of this assholeness all up and through, and nothing good will come of them because they're not positive people, and y'all are talented but fucked up. So I can't support y'all.
Everything you said, Phineas and Ferb, thing 1, thing 2. Blake, pissed.
So, like, I don't want to defend them because I agree with everything Jay Lee has just said. Like, I don't like them girls at all. Semicolon, however, comma, I do understand that they're feeling a lot of pressure to do something in 30 days. And like, when you know that there's a time crunch and you have to get something done, And you can obviously see, like, there are two girls here who can't really sing, a couple girls here who can't really dance. Like, we're wasting time with this bullshit, and it's frustrating. And so also for like your lead producer co-sign to not have all of his ducks in a row, if you're like, well, look, my shit's ready to go, yours isn't, like, let's move in this direction. Like, I get being upset. I agree. Them hoes don't know how to talk to folks. Them hoes need to form their own little Cherish Part 2 or FNF as the Infected album was called. But like, you know, like, remember with your business, but like, this ain't what you need to be doing.
You took the words out of my face, Blake.
Do you think that because the girls are brought in to be a part of the group and not be producers and writers, you can't want respect as a producer? You were casted as a singer on the show. So you want all this respect as a producer, but that was not your role. I do like how they were able to help in the house, but you can't want respect for what you weren't hired to do. You can't want to be hired to be the producer to respect you in their role when you were cast to be the singer. And so I feel like if they would have spent more time trying to gel as a group and not have them want to take over as producers and writers, they could have helped Irish and Misha, who cannot sing at all, who cannot dance at all. Good producers can put people who don't have the best voice in the best position. Back up sing, talk a little bit here, talk a little bit there, but they were so ready to keep downing Irish and Misha, who also should have stopped smoking and drinking the whole time, but they did not. That's on them. But a good producer and a good writer can find the best place for them.
That part. You cannot have a pack of Newports trying to be a great singer.
I didn't. It wasn't until this episode that I realized how much Misha and Irish smoked. I was like, oh my God. Like, it finally clicked, and it's like, oh shit. Like, y'all been doing, it's 30 days. Y'all been doing this for the entire, like,
a couple times at night after an argument. I gotta smoke a cigarette. I used to smoke cigarettes a long time ago, and I was telling Dooley this last night that I quit cold turkey, and it's been like 9 years, you know, since I've had a cigarette. But that shit, that is addictive. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you'll be needing it at the most random times for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So like for them, here's the thing: some people can sing and smoke, but their vocal cords, all that's still being damaged because that stuff is going through there. So it's not going to last a long time. And then when you give your vocals rest and then think you can just come right back in here and then say that, it's like, honey, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what you were expecting. And then the fact that y'all wake up late and you're always like, damn, y'all doing stuff without us. Y'all are making an album. Get the fuck up.
It's 4:30, girl. What you mean?
Like, if you heard one twin get up, the next one's to follow. You need to be putting your panties on, and you need to be stepping out the door to like record. If you knew you were having trouble with dancing, you need to be down there all the time. It's the commitment you put in when you want to be a part of something. But then again, if you have people you don't get along with, I'm not going to want to be there. Also, Keely, Jesus Christ, like, why is Keely there? This does not make any sense to me. She is not helpful in my opinion. Look, she wanted Aubrey out. Like, Aubrey was actually in the group.
Aubrey was helping
her out. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, and then she's on the phone with her husband. Yeah, oh my God, they're gonna say this and this about me. Oh, you don't want to do it, babe. Don't do it, babe. I'm like, what is this conversation? Like, it's frustrating to see them there. Sorry.
To be clear, ain't nobody asking for, like, don't nobody really want Keely back on another album. We still remember your promises, and the sex. We still remember how the sex was.
I mean, be a backup dancer or something for the group. Do something for the group. Besides sit there with a glass of wine, a shawl, and feelings. Like, it's getting on my nerves. It's getting on my nerves, Keely. I don't miss you anymore, and that's something to say because I actually was a fan of 3LW. I'm being real. Before all of this, I never seen Keely like this before. Like, I was Cheetah Girls, all that kind of mess. I don't like this. I was like,
because no one saw her anywhere. If you think about it, she was 3LW, then Cheetah Girls, and then she just fell off the face of the earth. So I felt like you came back for a second, but you came back as a bitch. So it's like, that's not smart. I do wonder if she's upset that everyone else who she was in groups with has all found success except her. Not saying that if she chose to, be at home mom or whatever, that's her choice. Cool. But don't come back to a reality show on BET and then think you have the fan base to say, I can be here but not be involved. and y'all should accept that. It's like, no, bitch, go home.
And it's funny you bring that up because of the fact that she mentions it's all that scrutiny you're underneath when you're in a girl group, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm like, you're on a TV show about a girl group now.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? You get dragged on Twitter every week. Every week, girl. I type in Encore and your face and some fuckery comes up. I gotta tell you. Like, and I was here for her at first on the first 2 episodes, but then as it progressed, that hatred for Aubrey came up. It's like, why are you mad at Aubrey? But Nivea leaving really, that's kind of killing me on this show. Pam's not interesting.
She's not.
Pam really want to make a gospel album. I'd be like, girl, don't you want to get time for this? Like,
you and Michelle Williams need to get together and go stand out.
Don't talk to Mary. I mean, why are we over here?
Pam has Beyonce's braids in Jesus Says Yes video on right now. So low key,
She do.
the remake is real, y'all. Hold on, I got to give this a highlight. Keely probably has only creatively directed a bottle for her kids. Child, oh, I can't.
That's true.
I'm loving Jabar's sexy knee.
What?
Rub that knee, Jamar. You let them know what's going on. It's lotion. Yeah. Let me find out. No, I can't.
I know my knee.
Come on, knee.
Shamari just wants to be on TV. I'm convinced. Like,
but Shamari has talent.
But she shouldn't still be there. She's way too
most
talented for this. Like, your voice is actually better than both twins.
I didn't even like her, kikiing with me. I feel like Shamari is too much of an adult to sit with the twins and kiki. I'm like, I'm 39. You're my age. Like, why are you kikiing with them? It's like, it doesn't make any sense. And you're too talented. It was like, what is? Right. You're laughing about Nivea being pissed and going home, and she's also the talent. So I feel like all of the twins who was fucking with Nivea and then wanted to go and say, "Oh, please stay." No, bitch, I'm leaving. Get out my face. So it's like, don't kiki and joke about me, but then want me to stay in the house.
Fence rider.
Correct.
Fence rider. It kills me. Yeah. So I don't like that. I think that Irish and Misha leaving, though, was for the good, because I don't know what that group was going to look like, to be honest with you. I'm just going to be real.
With Aaliyah choreographing?
Girl. But see, everyone don't need to dance. It was ways to maneuver certain songs. Because they didn't put 3 songs with all of them. You could have easily had the 3 songs for all of y'all not be fast songs, and then had 2 fast songs that y'all dance to. It's like, to me, that was kind of, because I can let me be the director. I can do that. But I'm like, Keely didn't do shit. So I was like, it was easier if they all stopped thinking about themselves, because each person had their own ideas what they wanted to do. It was like, no, be cohesive. But
what you think of the clothing that they did recently, where they had to try?
It was a boob. It was all a boob. It was all a boob.
Them girls looked a mess. Y'all needed to call Tina Knowles Lawson to get up here and make y'all some outfits.
No one matched. The twins wanted joggers. Shamari wanted sexy. Pam wanted fly. Keely didn't want shit. I was like, nothing. But I blame that on the stylist. Because you pick it's easy to know what someone wants. At least let the shit match the colors. How you got red shit for the twins, blue shit for somebody else, silver shit for Shamari. Like, you picked dumb stuff that did not match, and they look like fools.
He said, "Pam, do you want a choir robe or a turtle?"
She's like, no.
Yes!
She made it sound like she was coming in covered from head to toe.
Like, I know you the gospel girl, so like, it was so funny. And was it Fallon or Felicia sitting there with the overalls from the back of them shorts? I was like, this is a mess. And they were like, Shamari looked like Beyonce, and we looked like her backup dancers. I'm like,
and they did, but they wanted joggers. Like, how was the style joggers?
Well,
what did you think it was going to look like?
So, like, what was going to... Oh, Giselle Bryant was the stylist.
Oh, no.
That matches. That's who it was.
Oh.
That's who did it.
Oh, no.
Have you seen the outside of that lady's addition to her house, girl? A fool. I was
the
like...
West Wing.
Yeah, she calls it that. I'm like, girl, that's a garage.
The only reason why I know about this is because Giselle Bryant has been mentioned in several podcasts that I listen to. So where they talk about this house and how it looked ash, like it has started to affect other aspects of my life, which is why I'm like, what?
you now Potomac, if that was a show you need to get into as far as housewives outside of Atlanta, because Atlanta's boring right now, Potomac is the one.
It's good.
TikTok, Mia. TikTok.
Okay. Oh yes, but I team Mia low key, but then Wendy had a point in one. That's a whole nother conversation, y'all. My bad. But like Giselle, girl, your days are numbered. I hope you got another show coming soon, because I don't know how you can continue to carry all this weight of being the asshole and the villain for every season. Karen too. Karen looked like her face about to fall off. I don't understand what's going
Because
on.
it is.
Girl, I'm like, what in the pumpkin head is going on here? Like,
Pumpkinhead.
it's like Halloween 3, like, and all of a sudden everyone's changing into monsters. Okay, hold on, let me continue. That was mean, Matt. Back to the encore here. 5 people, 4 people in Keeley remain. I don't know what's gonna happen. Even the goodbye to Misha and Irish was weird with the twins. We don't want y'all to really go. You are just dragging them yesterday. And every morning it's, I woke up, I feel this way, but I really want to move on. 5 minutes later, you can't sing, Irish. You can't dance,
since day 1. We on day 22, day 26.
And Keeley here.
Just sitting around looking and drinking.
Cosign speaks. Cosign speaks. Stop. Like, you can't. I can't stand this. I can't stand that lady right now. Her and her shawls. I can't stand it. I can't stand her blankets. I can't stand her sweatsuits. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. That's the most I'll give her is Nike tracksuits. So that's all I'll give her. They're cute.
Kaylee alone.
They're cute. They're cute. But you still threw away chicken. I'm still mad about that.
You were mad about that chicken?
A whole bucket of chicken.
A waste of food. Like, there are people starving. I'm still mad about that. Like, did you pull it out so you could feed the homeless? I can't understand it. No.
And it's a shortage of chicken too, so like you got rid of. It's like it's a shortage. It's like, what are you doing?
And you know there were some drumsticks in there, and all those that are missing right now. Them thighs, look, they have thigh stop now. You're fucking with us. You're fucking with us.
It was a thigh she picked up and threw back into the fire that didn't fully make it the first time. I was like,
Yeah.
I want to check that. I want to check that edit. I don't think it made it to the fire. You know what I'm saying?
She sure did. It didn't quite make it until she had to pick it up and throw it back.
Well, child, listen, we're going to hop off this road right now because TV is fun, but you already know where to catch these shows. I want to get into some hot topics. DaBaby, it's your turn.
Oh my God. DaBaby. Oh my, he should have just shut the fuck up, my dude. Like, it went from, this is a perfect example of it went from worse to worser. Like that. This whole DaBaby situation. Worse to worser.
You knew it was bad when Chris Brown is making sense.
T.I. co-signing is never going to be okay. But
Zoe also needs to shut the fuck up too, because I watched that video and I was very disappointed.
I'm getting tired of him. He be riding too hard on that other side of the fence, child, with trying to place his back somewhere. I want to get into the human Pez dispenser that is DaBaby, because DaBaby decided at a concert that he needed to share his opinions on people performing fellatio in the parking lot and having HIV and AIDS and discussing the I guess his feelings in reference for this on stage at a concert in front of all these people, right? So then all of a sudden people aren't having it and we're dragging this man, and then T.I. inserts his Q-tip looking self into this conversation and calls the gays bullying DaBaby after saying a completely ignorant statement. This man then makes some bullshit ass apology, then comes out with a music video. I am so confused.
Using gay slang.
Yes.
Using gay slang.
See, y'all don't know what I'm talking about. It's like, what? My gay fans have class. That quote. It's like, girl, I know you're lying. I know.
Like,
in the words of
demonized. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby.
I was gonna say, like, not only did you give misinformation about like HIV, like completely inaccurate, but then you also made it a value judgment, so, like suggesting that because someone has HIV, that they're a bad person or that they're nasty and I was just like, there are so many layers here that like you clearly are not even aware of, and then for you to double down,
and you're saying
correct.
that shit, it's like, whoa, like you really are dumb. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like you are so stupid, and then you double down on it. Like,
in the words of Dooley, like it costs nothing to shut your fucking mouth. Just shut up.
It's very weird to me how there's this whole thing about the gay agenda being shoved down their throats when cis-het men talk about gay sex more than gay men talk about gay sex.
We have it.
Boosie? You talking about Boosie? You talking about Boosie?
Everybody.
All of them.
Oh, that's a weirdo.
All of them. I'm like, why do y'all like? If there are 5 men right now outside of that parking lot gobbling down, what does that have to do with you?
Nothing.
Like, you're on stage. Like, what are you worried about? What's going on in your parking lot, child? You didn't worry about them ticket sales.
The booty bandit.
The booty bandit.
Did the check clear?
That's what it's giving. That's what it's very much so giving, Blake. Did you see that behind the scenes footage of him interacting with that young man, and it was giving very much.
The grabbing of the penis thing. Yeah, that was a little. You know,
this is
we play. Oh, Jay Lee, I want your opinion of what's going on here, babe, before we continue to drag this man, because that's what's about to happen.
I feel like he tried to make it seem as if he wasn't saying anything homophobic, but I feel like you can say random things, but it's the random things you said that made it homophobic. You connected men sucking dick in the parking lot as if women don't do it too. You brought up HIV and AIDS, and then you also the DJ who then sick some of y'all suspects. So it's like it wasn't that we were reading into it. It's what you said. It's the things you mentioned that were fucking connected that made it homophobic. And the fact that the following day he did a whole little Instagram, story thing saying my gay friends. I'm like, no, you talked about one dude in a crop top who might not even been gay. So it's like, how is that one person in a crop top there, meaning you have a lot of gay fans? And if the gay people are telling you we're offended because you're talking about men sucking dick, as if women have not sucked dick in parking lots, behind stages, in bathrooms, you suck ass rappers, and that's also crazy. And that's also how diseases spread, to make it seem like AIDS or HIV is connected to men sucking dick. That's what it was. It was the connection for me. And so it's stupid that he could say something that he asked in his mind. He felt like I wasn't trying to say that. Okay, cool. Let's say that's the truth. Let's say you wasn't trying that. When we tell you, but we're offended, for you to not recognize and listen to what we're saying, that's what's fucked up. Because it wasn't only gay people speaking up, also straight people. Because I'm straight, I like dick, whatever. But I like pussy. No, I don't. But I feel like, it should not. Yeah, think about it.
He was like, let me double check.
But I feel like I didn't mind him saying he didn't mean it that way. I was pissed at him not recognizing, but what you did still offended people. You could not have the intent to murder someone, but someone could still be dead. And so you have to say sorry. You may not have intended to offend anyone with HIV and AIDS or anyone who's gay, but you did. So then to try to say sorry to anyone you offended who has HIV or AIDS, but then say you're not going to apologize to LGBT is fuck shit to me. Is you're picking and choosing who you want to say I'm sorry to, which makes it more plausible that you're homophobic because you won't apologize to the people who you have offended. So fuck the baby.
It's also just scientifically dangerous. Like the fact that you're talking about AIDS and saying that like it'll kill you in a couple of weeks, like it's just scientifically dangerous.
Like you work in this field, right? Like that's personal for you. It's like
it's very personal. Like for those of you who don't know, if you're undetectable, you have zero chance of transmitting the HIV virus to your partner via sex. But like AIDS is not going to kill you in 2 weeks. Like that just doesn't work like this. It's just not how this works. So it was offensive to listen to. Like you can be a homophobe all you want. Like you can say what you want about gay people. I can choose to not like you, and that's like I can't do nothing about the baby. I don't give a fuck about her. She don't pay my bills, and I couldn't tell you a single the baby song. But if you're gonna talk about HIV, at least know your information. Girl, sit your ass back on the stage for the corners that you come from like you don't know shit. Go ahead.
But why point out? Why say if you don't have HIV and AIDS? What if someone that did have HIV and AIDS? Can they not put it on the phone? Like you, so now you want to point the people out who may have it because in your head they dirty. So I feel like it all had an indication of some bullshit because it's one thing they say it's a call to action. There are other calls of action besides dick sucking in parking lots and anyone having HIV and AIDS. It was the misinformation and also just the fuckery of it all.
You can still get syphilis, chlamydia, and herpes. Like, keep your ass.
I find it kind of strange though because I feel like because of the HIV/AIDS crisis of the 80s, there is a culture of taking care of yourself and knowing your status within the gay community. I don't hear people talking about that amongst the straights, especially the cis straights. Like, I don't hear them doing, mobile HIV testing, or they don't know about PrEP. So, like, why are you also trying to act like straight people are this golden beacon of health and wellness? Like,
there's a lot of stuff being swapped around. There's a lot of stuff being swapped around, child, and it's that shame that people feel, so they don't want to talk about their truth, and then they start to live and think they can just get through it with some vitamin B. And it's like, all right, girl, you do that. Let's see what happens.
Over here, believing the pull-out method and having a bajillion babies. Like, girl, your science ain't together. Girl, shut up. Like,
and Deacon Cole, you are absolutely right. There is a sector of gays that subscribe to this misinformation, and yes, blaming on Zoe is one of those people. Just to be clear about it.
No, I can't go there.
Embarrassing. I'm embarrassed.
It is. It is embarrassing.
As a black gay man, I'm embarrassed for him. I'm like, you're basically COO in inning for the straights right now, and you gonna be left out in the rain, sis. Like, please stop doing that. At the end of the day, we're supposed to be a community
he
here.
said something really stupid and really offensive. It was something to the effect of like, oh, but everybody knows I'm a trans woman in a butch queen body and I like DL men or some combination of that. And I was just like, what are you talking about?
Oh my God.
All the offensive stuff in one sentence. He's just trying to put as many offensive things.
It don't make sense.
And the conversation with B. Simone's, I'm a scam artist, having asked with that book she came out with that was basically a coloring book.
That pamphlet
that she stole.
Right, and they were having a conversation about, I won't go to the gay clubs because it's always messy and I don't like the girls like that. I go to a straight club and I hit on the straight men because that's what I like. And I'm looking at him like, what are you talking about? Like,
you're
corny. Like, stop it. So
straight clubs are boring as fuck. No offense.
Boring.
Like, you walk into the room and it's abundantly obvious that you're voting femme. Like, what are you talking? Like, you're not going into a straight space and pulling off stealth or trade. Like, what are you talking about?
Basically, him on Wild 'N Out. Okay, yeah, basically.
I forgot about that, but yes, that part.
Jason Lee and him came on that show thinking they were going to do something for the community at all. I was like, girl, you were up there as a prop, a homophobic prop. Mm-hmm. Ask Azalea Banks. They brought her on there and dragged her and she couldn't take it. I'm sitting over here like, you ain't going to clown me on my sexuality as a joke. It's like we're not going to do that looking like young boy fly. There's no way we're going to do that today with that smush face. No, we're not doing this today. No. I'm not like someone kicked him in the face with a boot. Like, not gonna happen. Speaking of people that got kicked in the face with a boot, Boosie also jumped into this one.
He had to worry about Boosie. You say half a thing about somebody being gay, and here come Boosie. Like, Boosie be over here more than we are. Like, what's going on?
Girl,
what's going on?
Her turn. I'm done.
I just don't get it. Like, gays don't concern them. Like, it's like gays and women don't concern themselves with the shit that y'all be talking about all the time. Like, why are you always bringing us into random conversation? Yeah. We don't think about y'all.
Correct. He also needs to be worried about his health and wellness. We've seen your cabinets. We've seen your fridge, baby. All we see is jail food and snacks, bitch. Like,
it's Mike Tyson gathering you while smoking a blunt.
It's very money on her book.
This man's been popped in the head so many times, I just assume that space and time don't exist up there anymore. And he's telling you shit that you should know. Why do you talk about it so much? Because really, like, you shouldn't care. If you don't care, you shouldn't care. It's like, what are you doing? Like, it's clear that Mike may not be down, but Mike also don't give a fuck. So it'd be like, whatever. It's you do what you do, and
it's like who you fuck does not concern me. The only difference between someone who happens to be gay and someone who happens to be straight is who you fuck, and it's not even what we do. Because I'm a straight woman, I suck dick too. So it's like, why is it that if a man sucks, it's dick sucking? What it's another thing. So it's like I don't get why they act like okay, if someone happens to be gay, male or female, they're this horrible person. It's like no, they're still the same person. They just do things sexually that I do too, but it doesn't matter to me. I don't care what anybody else does in their bedroom. As long as you're not out here hurting anybody or fucking kids or killing, that's what matters to me. If you are a rapist, a pedophile, a murderer, those are motherfuckers I don't like. But I don't get the reasoning that someone who happens to like something sexually with another adult means they're less than someone else, and I have to be concerned with who they fuck. If you are concerned with who a man fuck, you want to fuck men. Because I don't have that concern. The only time I ever think about a woman fucking woman is if I'm watching porn. Because I watch lesbian porn. But it's like, why do I care on a regular day? It's very cute. It was like, why do I care on a regular day what someone else does in their bedroom? So it's like, I think if people realize it doesn't even matter. They're fucking people. That's it.
I always find it weird when people project that onto you or their issue. Like last night with that person about, I don't like light-skinned people who talk proper. And me and Dooley are looking like, and then he associated you with being light-skinned because you were talking proper. And it was like,
I was like, what are you talking about?
Happening? Yeah, Jamar. So we're out at the bar and this guy,
Which one?
Crockers, and we're sitting there talking to this other person with an actual conversation. Dooley's flirting, et cetera, and his friend kept coming up, interrupting the conversation, and he was really focused on me because, and the way I was speaking. And then in the middle of nothing, he just goes, you got to watch out for those ones, those light-skinned ones that talk nice.
I was like, what?
Y'all light-skinned ones. He pointed to Dooley, and I'm like, okay, what is happening here? And Dooley's like, hold on before you do all that. So I called it out, and I'm like, what's happening here? Why is me being light-skinned a problem for you or me talking the way that I do? I'm 34 years old. What the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on here? This is high school shit, if anything. Like, where you're from and doing all that. But I'm glad Dooley saw that because I said, see, this is that Southern shit I be dealing with people in that terms. And also, it's like, we didn't choose violence. I got too many good things going on in my life right now. Besides, my friend, when I kept saying, hold my phone, wouldn't allow me to do it. So I said, okay, I'm going to take that as a sign because I was ready. But I was also like, we're at Crockers. This is like, no, it's not going to happen here. I'm not getting arrested at Crockers. But it's those kind of moments with ignorant people that you have to really just step back and go, oh, wow. Oh, wow. There are some idiots out there. And we have to recognize that. And Boosie has a phone. He can tell us how he feels. That's a problem. I think people need to start taking tests to have cell phones. I'm just going to say that.
Mark Zuckerberg.
They keep shutting down his IG page. So that's good, too.
Yeah.
They keep taking it down.
Zuckerberg.
Well, the baby keeps losing contracts or deals or even shows and et cetera that are happening for him. I don't feel sorry for him and the human pest dispenser that he is. Hey, Mimi Cherry, no good lucks to you. And T.I., mind your business. You got bodies that you're shifting across the states. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's what I said.
Don't do that. How dare you? I was like what? Girl, you are pushing things and like they breathe. So like you need to stop.
It was when T.I. said, my issue is, I don't want my kids seeing this or that because my kids' minds aren't, developed enough for them to know. I'm not your fucking.
Get out of here.
Your kids stupid. They're teenagers. I'm like, they mama and daddy is fucking hoes across the country. They have to watch about what y'all doing versus what anybody else doing. I'm like, how are you making it seem as if anyone else is being a bad influence when you the fucked up person?
Correct. It's never about they use the kids as a blockade to block their hate and ignorance. It's never been about the kids anyway. Like you can turn on the television and see everything but at this point, and it's always some straight people sucking and fucking and doing whatever. You turn on the music video, that's all you see. Like it's inconsistent. It's inconsistent, and the point is moot, and we know it.
But gay people have been watching straight folks forever. So if you can learn to be gay, then you would just sit all the gay people down and wait to watch all straight shit, and they would turn. If that has not happened in all the years on this planet, what makes you think that anyone who is straight watching someone who has to be gay, they're gonna turn? They're not fucking gremlins. No one's turning because the water came on. It's like, what is
because the water came on?
It's the stupidest shit. I hate that. If they watch it, they're going to be gay. Gay, you can't turn someone gay. That's not how it works.
Whenever this topic comes up, I just ask. So, if someone believes, okay, you can turn gay, you believe that's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna look at them in the eye and be like, okay, I want you to turn gay right now. Demonstrate it for me right now.
Go suck some dick right now. I said go suck dick, and then
metamorphosize.
We just bend our wrist and do this. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna teach you how to be gay, also gay, super gay, maybe bi, no, just gay. And here's the trans wave. Ooh, over now. Like the hell. So listen, I don't want to give any more to these gross people. I don't wish them well. Like, two of them aren't selling any music, so I don't know what else is happening here. T.I., kiss your contract with Marvel, because I know you were in the Ant-Man series. Goodbye, because if you talking all that shit, I highly doubt we'll see you in the sequel. And if I do, I'll be writing a letter, but the rest of us will.
Strongly worded. Stronger.
I am a white woman
in America.
I'm not gonna say Matty. My name is Matthew. No, okay, it's gonna go in.
My name is Blake.
But the last topic of today has to do with the Olympics here. Not too long, but just sort of to go over what's been happening. Mental health has been kind of at the forefront of what's been happening with the Olympics, because Simone Biles in particular, who I feel now I see we put a lot of pressure on this woman to perform, and that was not fair of us to do. And when she took a stance to step away from these events, and I'm not talking about just group, she stepped away from all her individual events because she knew something was not right, and she did not feel comfortable performing these routines. All of a sudden, people have had the opinion of her not being a true champion. Yet before she even got there, she was still the most highly decorated gymnast, period. And let's not go back to the last Olympics on top of that. Plus, it almost opened a room for others to do well with her not being there. And she was supportive of her teammates. There's also been other athletes that have come out. I forget her name, but recently, I believe she's a lesbian. I don't want to say she's non-binary, but she got a silver medal recently. And she made a motion like this. She said that this is for all the people who are intersectional, who are overlooked. And she was talking about Black, LGBTQ plus AI community. And it was a powerful moment. It started to really showcase that. There have also been other things that have been happening as well with, of course, it's like I think all three women from Jamaica, number 1, 2, and 3 for the 100-meter dash, like killing it, like, and showing what's up. But the article they posted was because Sha'Carri wasn't there. And it's like, what is going on here in the media and how they're playing people of color in particular, Black women in particular, when it comes to mental health. And it's like I want to defend them, but I'm also like, what the fuck? What can we do to change this? Because it's becoming bullshit right now. And I'm just noticing a pattern. So, Dooley, any thoughts on this?
The people that are in charge of the Olympics are just really like off. Like, this is not the only thing that they've kind of fumbled. Like, if we're telling the truth, we really should have canceled the Olympics this year. We really should have just canceled them. The girls are out here getting sick. They're putting their time and their energy into a whole bunch of shit that don't matter. Y'all over here talking about some anti-sex beds because you don't want the girl. Like, can we use that energy to make sure that the girls are not getting sick and they have the tools they need to like compete? It just feels like the energy is misplaced. Like, I don't particularly understand like why they're so obsessed with these minute things, but choose to overlook the things that actually matter. You know, it's stupid.
Like,
yeah, I mean, I feel bad. Like, I can't remember a time when we put Black women on this type of like under this type of microscope in a sports situation. And also, I don't know that we've had Black women really dominate events the way that they have this Olympic cycle and other cycles, right? Like we've got Black women in swimming, in track, in gymnastics. Like this is the most colorful gymnastics team I can ever remember. So, and we're scrutinizing all of them, like Simone Biles, Jordan Child, Suni Lee, like everybody's getting their fair share of it. I think as it's related to Simone, like she's the most decorated gymnast to ever do it. So like if she wants to compete, she can. If she doesn't want to compete, well, girl, no one's coming for your crown anytime soon. I will say Michaela Skinner did say about 20 minutes ago she may still compete, but like at this point, I don't think she needs to. And I think she's like, I don't have anything to prove to you hoes. Like I want to go on game for me, but that's it.
Just to give these points here, because they were said, yes, there was an announcer that mentioned a Black runner literally was like, she's recovering from an abortion. And it was like, what the fuck was that?
Why do we need to know that?
Why? Why did you call us that?
None of our business. It was insane when he said it. Fire him immediately. And yes, this was funny when Novak Djokovic, the #1 player in the world, lost the bronze medal and literally had a whole fit and then quit the double. So again, his privilege was checked because he said some shit about Simone Biles quitting, and then all of a sudden, God don't like ugly. Jay Lee, your thoughts on this?
I think people want entertainers in sports and just overall to not be human. I think they don't get that other people depending on you for their entertainment is stressful enough without you having to worry that you may hurt yourself because you're mentally not there. So I think for anyone to feel like she's a quitter or like she doesn't have the right to want to sit the fuck down for a minute can fuck off. I think people don't get, like, even for YouTubers, it takes a lot of energy to entertain people and do what you do. And people should be given the right to sit down and regroup and, you know, relax, relate, release without being scrutinized for it, because mental health across the board should be more of a topic because of the stress they go through. Like the Olympics is huge. Not only that, how long they have to prepare to even be on the Olympic team. Like it's really fucked up that they make it seem like she doesn't have the right just to sit down. And she could really die if she's not in it and turns the wrong way.
Really quickly to that point, Simone said, she was like, gymnastics is unlike any other sport. Y'all have seasons in football. Y'all have seasons in basketball.
Year round.
We compete all year.
Yes.
I'm a former gymnast. I know that. And that's why my heart goes out to her, because my dad took me out of it low key because he said it was a gay sport, but also because it's expensive as fuck. It's expensive. And your life is dedicated to it. I was in the gym for 8-9 hours a day after school. Mm-hmm. I would get home at 2
I didn't know that with that thing that you said about the seasons, Blake. That's the first time I heard that. I did not know that.
Yeah.
It's all year.
All year long.
As you said it, it made sense to me though. It's like, you know what? You're right. I have never heard of a gymnastics season.
Ooh, it's a lot, and it's a lot of pressure too, because you're going through those routines over and 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 over again. And you have to keep doing it. I remember hitting that pommel horse so many times, y'all. I was over it. I was like, I don't know if I can do this again. My arms were giving out. Keep going. That's what you have to do. And this is something where she was competing in other tournaments prior to this and was winning and was winning and was winning. And then we get to this huge stage. Something's going to happen. If anything, what she did was one of the best lessons we could all learn, which was know yourself and step away when you need to get yourself together. Better Health better be jumping on this. No, I'm just kidding. But like, for real, like everybody should be running to a therapist at this point in time, because it's like, this is hard to do. This was a huge deal, but to like knock this woman down because she took it upon herself to make the right decision for her health versus hurt herself. Because Carrie Strug didn't want to continue when she broke her ankle. Like, that's bullshit. That wasn't her actually wanting to do that. They forced her to do Bella Carell.
And she didn't need to do it.
Didn't have to.
She didn't need America to. Already had gold in 96 at that point. Like, girl, we didn't need you to do that.
Ruin their body forever. And that's just the truth. So, you know, I send my love to all the athletes that aren't dickheads. I had to make sure I say that. And for those who are actually out there, like, speaking when they're on these platforms, because it is a main stage and, you know, your voices need to be heard. You are not robots. You are humans, and we appreciate you. And it sucks that some people really have lost their fucking minds on who is on the planet with them. Bitch, you go to a 9 to 5, you get home and wipe your ass like the next one. I hope you're wiping your ass. Okay.
Well, girl, apparently they not, because we heard about Ashton Kutcher.
Oh,
this
that's
week,
right.
too.
That's gay if you do that. I forgot.
That's gay. Having a clean booty hole is not up. It's not straight.
Man.
That's weird.
Like, when did hygiene become a bad thing?
Can you imagine Jaylee going to some man's house and there's no toilet paper there?
I would have that on YouTube immediately. Like, look at what the fuck shit I ran into at Tyrone's house on date number 6. I would go off.
Why you want to date with Tyrone, Jaylee?
Because I like a good gangster, and Tyrone is a good gangster name.
Come on, okay.
I like Ezra. Ezra, not Tyrone.
All on Tyrone.
Because Tyrone wouldn't have tissue. That's who wouldn't have tissue. It'll be Tyrone.
It's never Tyrone. Listen, if there's wet wipes there, you may be okay. No, just kidding. a cooling breeze back there. No, listen. Y'all, we have come to the end of this stream here today. I want to thank y'all so much for joining us here on the panel. We talked about a lot, and this was a good, fun 2 hours. Jaylee, thank you for joining us, love. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
I love Drag Race. Nobody else reviews it. So when I found her channel, like at least a year ago, I was like, I love it. So I never get to talk about it with anybody. So I had an amazing time. And then I'm with brethren all from my state, my city. So it's amazing. Saying what up, dude.
See, there you go. Look, you have family all over here, all along, child. We're going to have you back sometime, okay?
Okay.
And get you in, all right? Look, see, already, I got someone requesting you, darling. Hold on, where you at? Let's talk about bring Jaylee back.
Somebody asked me at the beginning, which high school did you go to, Jaylee?
I went to Murray Wright.
Oh, Murray Wright.
Well, no, first of all, Blakey, hold on. Look. Murray Wright, class of 2000. I'm an old head or whatever. I'm 39 years old, but yeah, I went to Murray. But like, I went to Murray. My sister, my mom went to Murray. Like, we all went to Murray. So it was like that was just the thing to do. But
Lewis Cass Technical Senior High School class.
So you the bougie one. Okay, so I bougie.
He drinks Kool-Aid, Jaylee. Don't listen to him.
But no, Cass Tech was like, so here, like the schools were like Murray Wright was a hood school. You know what I'm saying? He was a little ghetto there, whatever. Cass Tech was bougie. They thought they were the shit or whatever.
Renaissance.
And Renaissance.
No, I went to Southfield Lathrop.
Okay, what did you go to?
I almost went there, almost, but then I got into Cass Tech. So.
so you Cass Tech too? Bougie. Y'all so bougie. Whatever.
I'm born and raised in Houston. I don't know where the hell these schools is at. I graduated from Westfield High School. There you go. All right, listen, go Mustang.
Diana Ross graduated from Cass Tech as well.
Who did?
Diana Ross.
Oh, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Well, I mean, she's the grandest of them all, but she's still bougie too.
We learn from the best.
Cass is a bougie, like here in Detroit, like that's a bougie school. Like we would beef over schools, over if you went to Murray, if you went to Northern, to North, like it was like, what, you from where, whatever. So that's a big thing.
Radford, we from Radford. I'm like, calm down. Calm down.
We was always fighting Kenny.
Oh, Kenya Moore as well is from that school. Okay.
Oh, Kenya Moore.
She did. She got an ass beat with my cousin's best friend.
Why do we know this?
The same way we know Anissa grabbed Blake's butt from the real world in the challenge, and Blake let her have it in that bar.
She was ass beat in that bar.
Blake doesn't like to be touched, so when she did that, it was like, whoa, who are you? I'm Anissa for the real. I don't care who you are. Why are you touching me?
Don't touch me.
That's very bad. Having all that booty back there, Blakeisha.
Okay.
I'm about to get liposuction.
Oh my god!
We want to get our bodies done, like the Donkey Kong meme I posted.
Oh my god! I can't. Listen, thanks everybody for tuning into the panel today. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to share and subscribe to all of our channels here, and we really appreciate you for tuning in. Let's get our social medias out the way real quick, just so you can make sure you know where to find us. For those of us who are late tuning in, We'll start with Julie first. Go top to bottom.
Word, top to bottom. So you can find me on Twitter at _duly noted _. That's _DOOLEYNOTED. You can find me on Instagram at duly noted with 2 underscores in the middle. That's DOOLEY__NOTED for all my content. And then Duly Does Food on Instagram for my food content only. And then like, share, comment, subscribe. My YouTube channel, Duly Does Food, where I teach you how to make real things. I dropped a video last week, and I have planned the next one, so she's coming soon.
Awesome, blossom. Blake, you got about 5 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at BARley86 or on Instagram at RowleyB or Barf_1, BARPH_1.
Or Borba Double XL on Pornhub.
It's
Jamar.
Twitter.
Wow. What are your social medias, friend?
So you can find me on all the social media platforms at Jamar84, spelled JAMAR84, with the exception of TikTok, which is Jamar840. Amen.
Amen.
Make sure you guys are checking out The Circle Atlanta, airing on YouTube now. A lot of my good girlfriends have been reviewing it, so grateful for that. And check out my partnership with Exquisite.com. Make sure you use my promo code NOVA20. That's NOVAH20, 20% off your order. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I am Jay Lee's Corner on YouTube and also on Twitter. I am J_Lee_Corner on IG. I do videos every day. And then also check us out on Thursdays for the Ooh Ladies First panel as we switch between each other's channels. But this Thursday is on my channel, so. But yeah.
Fabulous. Y'all make sure you tune in Thursday. Panel to panel. One day.
Come on.
That would
Come
be cute.
on.
Come
on.
I
You
got
got
10
you.
people in here. Don't play with me, Jay.
No, you know, we're having people on now, so you know you're welcome.
Oh, well, I'd definitely like to join one day, and then we can start to crisscross applesauce it and get the panels to collide. I love y'all's panels, so definitely would be here for that.
Thank you.
And I talk about all the same shows too. Listen, it's your boy Matty Rants. You already know where it's at Matty Rants on all social media platforms except for Twitter at the Matty Rants. Shows on stereo for the meantime on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You already know what they are on Airtime. I'm partnered with them. Shout out to Airtime Map. Y'all have really treated me well. I appreciate everything you've done for me. Trust me, we had a great conversation this weekend. But you can catch me for Tuesdays and Thursday shows. Drag Race Everything on Tuesdays and Drag Race Tripping Hot Topics with Duly _noted. You can win some cash prizes. We really, really appreciate y'all for tuning in. It's a Sunday, the first day of August. Do this month right, y'all. Treat it well. Be blessed. Be in your good favor. Don't let nobody fuck with you. Tell them Maddie sent. Yeah, we'll do that. No violence. No violence this year, y'all. Everyone, take care. Puss, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Say bye, Duly.
Listen. Yeah.